I'm hoping not have computer issues tonight, which would be really nice. Yeah, that's better. Let me see if we got everybody's charging. That one is, and I got the phone plugged in, so we should be good. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. I'm going to get all set here. Like I said, I designed this guy today, and yesterday I started working on it and finished it. I worked on it most of the day. I should have painted it first and got a sort of a sense of colors that I wanted on it, but I didn't think of it. I didn't get time. I did think of it. I just didn't get time. This is what we painted last Friday. The attachments here for the birdhouse. Let me see if you can see it there. There you go. We did the door and then the bat attachment. The birdhouse is sold separate. And it's interchangeable. I just Velcro out. Probably put Velcro on them. And just Velcro them on there. Works pretty good. They stay real nice. And then you can just put different sets on and move it, change it around. So it's really nice little gadget. It's another one of the interchangeables. So that was our Let's Hang Out guy. He turned out pretty cute, I thought. Hi, Donna. Welcome. So, let me set him to the side. I'm going to aim you guys down here. I'm going to get some paper toweling and that out first because I didn't do that yet. Last minute changes, of course. Let me get this stuff ready. My water here. Let me get a piece of paper, palette paper, to paint on. My painting that on, we'll use this. How are you guys? How you doing painting, Debbie? You so busy? I'm sure you are. I hope your dad's doing good. There we go. I'm going to shoot this out. Now, I made this guy with two different heads because I couldn't decide if I wanted eyelashes or not. So that was one of the things I was just painting is cutting out before I came up here. I had trying to decide if I wanted the eyelashes, so I just cut them both ways. Get a wipe here too because he's engraved. I gotta clean it off a little bit. I'm still gonna make a porch cleaner out of this guy yet too, or I'll make one. Probably be the same guy. I just wiping off the. I'll aim you guys down. Let me get to the right screen here. I got the echo off at least. Where's my other screen? There we go. Here we go. So this is my Sitting Frankenstein. And I made two different ones. Oh, this is his eyes. Oops. I made two different ones because I could not decide if I wanted eyelashes. But I'm going to wipe off where the engravings are because that brightens them up inside. I'll do this guy's cheek too. And I didn't only cut one nose out, so that one is missing the piece that sits on the nose. What one should I paint? Do you like them with the eyelashes or without the eyelashes? What do you think? You've been painting up a storm. I bet you have. What one do you think we should paint? You guys tell me. What one you like better? With or without eyelashes? Is the only difference, really, that there'll be. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, I knew I wanted to do a Frankenstein. I want to do a porch one is what I want to do and make them into a little one too. That will, that we can it's just a bigger one that I can make bigger and smaller is what I want to do with my design. Thanks. He took a while because I don't do it enough. Like even to make the hands, I take circles and then I weld them together and it takes quite a while to do it. And then you change it. When I cut them out and I had to run and get our dinner. And the pumpkin is cut off here so it fits underneath his face. The way it sits there, right here, you can see. And then this piece goes on the top, and I made it a little bit longer. It'll go all the way, it'll sit right there. And then it goes onto his face a little bit. So it overlaps there a little bit. I sort of wanted it to. You like it with the eyelashes? I sort of thought so too, but I wasn't sure. But I think so too. And I engraved them so we won't have to paint them. They'll be easy. Same with the eyelashes, the mouth. I gotta wipe the mouth off. The mouth and that too. I thought everybody seems to like it when I do the eyelashes, so I thought I'm going to put them on. I did them first without them. And that was one of the things why I'm late is because I decided to put eyelashes on. So I thought, well, I'm going to do it now. And then, oops, where's his eye? Go here, right there. in there. So we'll paint this one then. I'll put him to the side. He was cute, but I like the eyelashes myself too. I think they're really cute. He doesn't have much of a shirt that shows. I was going to do something there, but there isn't enough room really, so I just left it. The pumpkin will have to paint black underneath here for these things to show through. And his ear lobes here are on the back, the furthest one back, just to add more depth to him, is what I figured. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks. Yeah, so it takes, every little step you make, you got to weld it, unweld it, and change it. It takes some time. It is fun when it gets all done, and you finally go to cut it. But it'll be even better once I get it painted. Like I said, I thought about painting them prior, but I didn't. I was thinking about waiting to bring them up and do them to show you guys until I get a chance to paint them. But who knows when that'll be, so I might as well just do them now. So I think we will start. I'm going to do black last just because it wrecks my water. And I guess we might as well, let's start with the orange of the pumpkin. Maybe in the eyes. I'm going to do the eyes of blue, I think. I'll just do the blue part of the eyes first. So just that little bit. I'm going to pick out a blue. I haven't picked out no colors, so bear with me here a minute. I want to give him a brighter blue eye too. Let's see. What does this look like? This would be really pretty. It's metallic. Let me see how bright it is. I might try this metallic blue. I think that maybe, I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. This is, I think it might be pretty. I should have shook it. No, it's good. It's metallic blue by Deco Art. Peacock Pearl, it's called. I might just try it on there and see what it does. See how it looks. I might give it a little shiny look on the eyes. Now, like these guys now, I just tacked them together so they'll break apart. I'm going to get my board here too, actually. Where is it? Right there. Okay. And let's push him up to the side a little bit and get both eyes. The big part of the eye is going to be black, so I'm not going to do that right now either. I'm going to leave it. I'll do that last. I might as well stick them on here. There we go. I like designing. I just don't get the time to do it usually, and I was sitting there last night, and I don't like to run the laser too much after 10 anymore because he's trying to sleep, and it is noisy. So I was at my desk, and I should update some pictures and stuff from Debbie, from you guys, but I started working on him instead because I've been thinking about it, just hadn't got to it. Sometimes I think I can do it when I'm cutting, but it never works. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to go with it. Hi, Kay. No, Kimberly. It's a shelf sitter, but he's actually about 11 inches tall and about 11 inches wide. He's going to sit on a stand. He's going to be a shelf. This one is a shelf sitter. Hi, Kay. Oh, yeah, and I was running late too. So I just got on here not too long ago. I could possibly shrink them down and make them for the bird post or the mini post too. We'll see. It depends if I can get the time to do it right away. I'll try. Are you interested in the mini post for him, Kim, or is that what you're asking? My paper's loose here too. I'm going to do his little bolts too right away. Get everything base coated here. Let me find some gray. Where's your show tomorrow, Kate? Let's see. Where'd my gray go? It's probably behind me. I don't want to go dark to here. We'll go with this slate gray. And we'll work. I'm going to use slate gray by Deco. That blue looks pretty on there, actually. I might like it. I thought a cute Frankenstein, he needs pretty eyes. Okay, let's do these bolts. There you go. I called John and got him. They ordered me a couple keys for my car. He glued my key together for me, but it's coming apart again. It's really hard to use too. But there. And actually, I could paint the eyes right away and do it with a sponge. I won't. Yeah, when I gotta paint black, I can probably do it with a sponge. So let's get the black done. That'll be fine too. Here we go. I'm actually going to put this paint on a plate so that I have more. I'm going to use this here for when I'm using my brush for my detail. So put some, I'm hoping, I bought a new cord for my laptop, my iPad, but it's the wrong one. But I use, it uses a regular one that Android uses, so I was able to charge it. I brought it down yesterday. Oh, that's what came to mind? Okay. Yeah, if you want it for the mini post, let me know. Right now, I just have him as a shelf sitter. And I made him 11 inches tall. I think it's about 11 wide, too. I don't know if I should make a smaller one of them or not. I thought about making one that was like 8 inches. I could possibly, but I didn't know if people would want them bigger than that or not. I'm switching everything over to MDF now, even my door hangers. So if you're a door hanger person, just know. But there's a lot of other ones doing it too, and they should be fine. I haven't had any of it warp on me ever. Not ever. So these are his feet. Give them a little coating here. And there's some sellers that sell just door hangers, and they sell it on MDF too. So I had one, if you read my reviews, I got one bad complaint in there. Well, there's actually two, but the one lady says she changed her, because she left me a review the same day that I sent her the wrong kit, wrong ornament, and she left me a review. And I sent her a message saying, well, she left it the day that she got it delivered. I'm like, you could have at least let me get it corrected, you know, and send you a new one. So I sent her a message, and she's okay. Yeah, I didn't mean. I don't know what she said, but she went and changed her review on it or something. Then, but the other one is a lady that got that. Let's see, want this black? Let me see. His boots are black. His pants. Yeah, I'm gonna do the stand black. Yeah, the other one was a lady that ordered a door hanger, an 18-inch, and it's the one where it says "Welcome," and it's got the bottom. It's sort of. It's the half bottom on it. It's got pieces like this and this and this cut out, and then they think they go this way and this way, and it's got the flowers on the top. It's a welcome. They're real thin, thin flowers, if you know what I'm talking about. Same bottom that the one cat and dog has, that are real cute too. Anyway, she sent me a message that she can't stain MDF, and she was really disappointed and wanted the whole sign made out of 1/4 inch. And I said, I don't make them that way. And my tops are always 1/8 inch. And it makes them lighter for one thing. And I said, everybody prefers painting on it, to tell you the truth. And I said, I can cut it that way if you want, but there'll be an upcharge. I told her it was going to be $8, which is, you basically got to cut the whole top sign over again. So it was not even half the cost of the whole sign. And she was ticked about that she had to pay to do that and so forth. And now she was going to be out all her money because she couldn't stain it. And you can still stain this stuff. We've done it. Or you paint it to look like stain. You could even get one of those wood things and make your own wood lines if you wanted on it. I was going to try one day. So, or paint it up brown, but nope. That wasn't good enough. So she left me a nasty review, but so be it. So be it. That's how it goes. Here we go. Can't please them all, I guess. You try. I mean, I tried. I thought, well, I will cut you a new one and give it the way you want it, even though that's not the way I sell it. But now they're going to all be MDF, so they're a lot lighter, too, even to hang, I think. I haven't had any bad luck with it. Have any of you had problems with this wood? Because I haven't heard of any either. And like I said, I got a door hanger. Oops, I got a mark there on my front door. It's hanging on my front door, and there's a screen door there too. But it's still basically outside. It's under my porch though, and it's fine. It's been out there a couple of years. There you go. I might put a new one up there pretty soon. I try, Kim. I really try. I mean, I miss a lot of stuff on people that I got to send them new pieces and that. Sometimes it takes me a little longer to get them out because I'm busy with orders. And, but I get them to them. There's nobody that I've never done it. And this lady she just wanted her money back or the whole thing, me to send her the whole thing that way. And that's not how I sell them. So I gave her the option to, upgrade and pay the extra, but she didn't want to do that, so be it. I think I'm going to give him I'm thinking I'm giving him like a rosy-ish nose. I'm going to start with a peach, I think. Let me see. What we got here? I don't want it. We're going to go with warm beige. And then I'll change color later on more. I'm going to make it more rosy, I think, than green. I've seen them with rosy noses, and they're sort of cute like that, so I'm going to try it. Never know. Yeah, I try. I mean, you know, if it's my error, it's my error. I correct it, but something like this, she didn't read it, obviously. And if she had a question about what it was cut out of before she ordered it, she really should have asked. Because there is some that don't even say anything. And I'm going to be changing them all coming up to say that they are actually cut out of MDF. But I just got to do that. Pull all the door hanger ones and do it. I'm working on a new... I'm crazy. I'm working on a new website too. But it'll be a while probably before I get that up. I'm going to give that a little more blue too. That blue is really pretty. You guys see that blue? That blue pretty? It sort of shines. It's metallic. I really like it. Make it a little darker though if you can. I want to make a cute Frankenstein anyway. That's why I made the happy pumpkin and the rest of it. I was going to make him cute, cutie. Not scary or anything. Okay. Hi, Marge. All right. What else do we have here? Nothing there. We got his hair. Let's do his hair. Is that all the black I have? I think so. The boots and the hair. Yep. So let's do his hair real quick. This I just had cut on his head and all in the same layer, but I decided to raise it so it'd be higher, and even with the eyes and the nose. So it's a lot easier to paint than it is to design. I had a bunch of stencils come today too, and I didn't get a chance to look at them yet. Just little square ones for doing like background patterns. I almost went back down and got them because I thought, well, I might want to use something on him, but there really isn't much area to put it on, so I decided not to. All right, we'll probably have to give him that another coat. Then we find some orange for that pumpkin. Yeah, I don't want to do a green pumpkin. That probably won't look good. Probably go with spice pumpkin again. Should have enough, I think. Yeah, there's another one. Let's go with spice pumpkin. Oops. And now remember, I want to paint. I'll do that first. Underneath the pumpkin here, I got to paint black. I'll get that done first underneath here. Just don't want to do too much here. I should have drawn lines on here. I did have them on there first of all, and I took them off. I should have left them, because then you would know exactly where that piece sits. So when I go back down, I'll put them back on there so you can tell exactly where it is. Where this one sits. I had a shape sitting there of it. I still got a little ways on each side. Okay. Let's see how we are. Now we still got room over there. This side. Oh, this actually sits up here. It sits higher. Let me see. It goes right there. I still got room on each side. Just nervous we're going too far. I think it's only up here I need it. Here and there. There, that side's good. Let's do the other side now. Definitely be easier with them, so I will put them back. There. A little bit here yet. Okay, I think I should be good. Yeah. Nope, a little over there I see yet. Where's your show, Kay, tomorrow? Did you tell me? already hitting the end of July. It's crazy how fast time's going. It really is. I'm going to get really busy with busy season coming up. It won't be long. Busier, put it, say it, might as well say it. There we go. That'll work for black. And let's give his hair one more coat too while I got it out. And then we'll be done with black. The pumpkin looks really cute like that with the black under it. But now you can really see his face. Lakewood. Oh, that's a good drive too. You go up in the morning? Yeah, I would imagine. Is that a one-day show? That's a good show, I heard. I haven't ever been to it. I probably never will because it's such a good drive from here. How many hours? How long is that? How far away is it? I know it's quite a ways. I'm going to set that up there. Okay. And I got a little bit up there, but I can, well, no, we're probably covered here. Close. The orange will cover it. So let's do the orange. I'm actually going to save, put some brown at the top too. I'm going to get a brown out too. Let's see. Let me start brown. We'll go with, I don't want that. Let me see. We'll go with burnt umber, I guess, will be good. Let's sit down here, I think. All the browns I grab are all burnt umbers. How many do I have? A ton of them. It's looking like, oops. 2 hours, yeah, that is a pretty good drive. You won't see me. And I only actually need to paint the stem on this guy because this one's covered. Okay, is that going to come out of there? Come on, paint. There we go. All right, I'm going to use a brush here because I can shape it a little bit on the front. Just come down a little bit like that. I might even go, let me see. Like that, I guess. Yep. I'm also going to paint his pants brown. I decided I'm going to do his shirt purple. I'm going to do his pants brown, so I got to paint some of that brown. I might as well do that too. Here, before we go to orange, let's do this little bit of pants in here that show. I'll use a sponge, so let's see. There we go. All right, let me get some orange out. Hi, Nancy. How are ya? I bet that does make, when you got to add 4 hours driving onto your day, you have a craft show. And then you got all the work setting up and unloading. That would make for a very long day. Where's my wipes? Where'd they go? I need them. I got paint right there. Okay. Welcome, Nancy. How are ya? We are painting a Frankenstein that I designed up. It's going to be a shelf sitter. It's about 11 by 11. Is what we're painting tonight. All right. Oh, I want brown on his pants. I said that wrong. I said I wanted brown, and then I go and get orange out. That's okay. Let's do this. So right through here, up to the shoes, you'll be able to see the pants. So I'm just going to give him brown pants. I want to make them black, and I don't want to make them purple, so I decided to go brown. We'll see how it looks. And his body will cover that up, so I just got to do this little area right through here. The pumpkin will cover that up. All right, and the seam over here. Just making sure we get it all so it's covered. And we'll give it another coat once it dries. Here, let that dry. We'll start some of the orange. Yeah, let me get another sponge. There we go. So I'm going to use spiced pumpkin on the orange. I seen a really cute door hanger that I wanted to sign up. I came up with, I seen something I liked, and then I want to make it a little bit different. It's for football season coming up. So I'm going to work on that one coming up too. That was neat. I do sell quite a few football signs, door hangers. Okay, I'll touch that back up with my brown, with my brush. Just get this going. I should have probably made this one a little darker, the middle piece a little darker orange than the outer. Well, I could still do it. I think I will, then the outer porch. Let me see what my other colors are. Whoops. Let's see, I need a wipe here. Got a wipe in there. Okay, let's let me see what I got for oranges. I want to leave that the back color, or if I got another one. This might be good up front. Maybe I'll put burnt orange over the top of that. I think I will, but let's do this one too. This right here on him, on the pumpkin, is where his hands are going to sit. So you don't have to paint that. I probably will, just because I get around it. And you don't have to paint the stem either. Pretty easy painting actually so far. Oops, I gotta see what this says. Oh, I hope you're doing better, Nancy. Yeah, it stinks when when I don't feel good too and I can't get up here to paint. It really stinks because it's relaxing too. Get back around 7. That's not the latest though. Yeah, that's what you should do. You have the kids come let the dog and stay up there. I do. When I gotta go far away, I stay. Like when I went down to the Dells, I stayed in the Dells and took my grandson so he could go have some fun. And it's too much in one day. I don't like it. And it was usually just me and somebody else, so I was usually driving. But yeah, that's too much. Long enough in the car. I got blood clot issues, so I can't. They don't like me sitting in a car that long anyway. I don't have to. Let's see, I don't want to make sure I didn't get my... Nope, it looks good. Alright. Let's do some shading on these guys later. And now I'm going to come back. I'm going to give the middle one darker. Deeper in orange. Try some spiced pumpkin on there and see what it looks like. Husband's out cutting grass. It was so warm here. It finally cooled off. Last couple of days, thank goodness. It was really hot here. I mean, we were hitting like 100 with heat, over 100 with the heat chill. With the heat index. Heat chill. Yeah, the heat chill's right. With the heat index. It was so warm. I think that could be good. That'd be good orange on there. Nobody, I don't think, had a sitting Santa like this that I'd seen. So I thought that'd be a good idea to make one like that. So I seen, like I said, it must have been a Santa I saw or something. I saw something. I went, I should make a Frankenstein like that. So I started working on it. That's what I did. I'm going to get my stem a little better. Be fun to sit at a casino, okay? Yeah, you probably like that too. I know I would. You just don't want to spend everything you made in the day. Let's see here. That looks pretty good there. And I'm gonna get those pants. We'll give the pants some more brown right away. And we'll come back to the pumpkin here. I'm gonna go down here. I just put some lines here where the shoes are going to be so you know they go. Well, of course, you're going to know where they go, but I did that. But I'll put that pumpkin back in the middle so it's a little easier. Or back on this one. I actually had it on here. You don't really need it on there. I'll put it back on there. I'll put it on the other one too so that you know where to paint for that. You got an idea where the eyes go. Or even if I just put the eyes and the mouth on there would be good too. That would work too. Either one I'll do. I'll do one or the other. Okay. Got to do a shirt yet, and then the hands and the face, and then on the ears, and then we can start the shading, the fun stuff. Let me see how this is going to look. It does need another coat. The orange just a little bit. I'm going to do some highlighting, so I think it'll look better once I do that too. I'm going to give it a little more It actually looks pretty good. I'm going to go with a little more of this dark orange though. See a couple spots a little thinner. Oops. My oldest daughter came down, was it Tuesday, I think it was. She watches that one place that I was telling you guys that does the pallet sales, and they had a spin to win thing going on where you paid $15 for a spot, and you could win a water slide for kids. You know, one of those big blow up, a big blow up water slide. And she won. She's like, I got a water slide for $15. I said, that's a pretty good deal. So then she came and she spent the rest of the morning and the afternoon here. I don't know, till mid-afternoon with me. And my grandson she's she'll know in 10 days if the baby took. She's got into that, where they take the sperm and the egg and they put them in you, and you know when it's already mated or whatever you want to call it. I can't think of the word. And now they did that last week, a week ago Thursday. You gotta wait 10 days and then she'll know. Then they do a pregnancy test, and then you're already like 4 or 6 weeks pregnant at that point. So that's really exciting. So she was down here. So yeah, I'll know more probably next week. I think it was, I forget what day it was, 6th or 7th, I forget. She told me, but there, that'll be good there. So let's put that to the side. This will sit, oh yeah, it'll be covered. Okay, I'm gonna put that to the side here too. So that's exciting stuff going on. It was nice. My grandson was with her, and he's 5. Yeah, he's 5, and he was really good playing with the dog for a long time, and so forth when we were busy and we were talking and that, and I don't know, he was there here a few hours. He's like, Grandma, could you make me something? I'm like, oh, Inverto. That's right, Inverto. Yep, that's okay. That's it. I just couldn't think of the word. Thanks, Marge. I'm going to do the purple first. But anyway, could you make me something? I'm like, what do you want? I don't know. My oldest grandson does it all the time, too. He's like, well, what do you want to make? They don't know. I was like, come on. So anyway, his mom said, well, what do you want to make? Something to do with Spider-Man or something? What do you want me? Where are you going to put it? What do you need? What do you want? And let me use this purple piece of pizzazz right here. And he goes, maybe a match car or something for his wall or something. And then I brought it up on Etsy, and we found we started seeing matchbox holders that you can make with a laser to keep all your cars in, like mounted on the wall. And I showed him that. He said, yeah, I want that. So, and then we found one that was shaped like a truck. And some we found were too big. The one we looked at was like 5 feet, 62 inches long. I'm like, that won't even fit in my laser. It was all one piece. And we found another one where it was like 2 cars so that you could hold enough cars in it. We wanted it bigger. So I ended up cutting them out that. We made him 4 cars. Got the semi on the front and then 4 more cars behind it. So he should have plenty of room. Yeah, they always wanted me to make them something, but that's okay. And then you adjust it, of course, for your laser, and it's one of those, seeing it all goes together to form the case, like a box. You all the slots got to be adjusted to the right size, and so that takes a while to do. So they were here quite a while. That'll be more than plenty. Yeah, but that'll need another coat. Let me try that one. That one's pretty light on there. I hope that's the purple I want. I don't think it is. I think I'm going to put another purple over the top. It's not really the color I'm looking for. I sort of want to do it like the purple we did on the bat, which I think was lavender. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm going to put that over it. Get this dry. Let me find it here. Yeah, it was lavender that we used on the bat. I'm going to use this purple. That's too, I don't know what it is. It's not really purple enough. I don't like deep purple, but this too, I don't know, reddish in it, or I don't know what color it is. Not what I think of when I think of purple. Let's see. I mean, I suppose it wouldn't be bad to be a really bright purple too, so I don't know. It's not what I want though. I'm going to go with this. It probably would have worked, but... Now, if I was going to put like dots on them or something, make this a polka dotted shirt or something, that would be a good color with it, probably. Probably won't look too bad, maybe. I don't think I need all this. I don't think there's all that much of a shirt that shows. But more on there, and then I'll dry it. Yeah, I'm going to dry it and see if we need any more. Then I think we're down to green. Otherwise, I had a pretty quiet week. I didn't do much. I just worked, and that was about it. I had quite a few sales last weekend for my sale, so I'm going to be busy coming up with all those orders. There was enough of them. It's just great, but it keeps me busy, keeps me real busy. Get them up over 70 orders, so. Last week or two ago, I had the whole next week done by the time the prior week ended, which was really nice. That's where I want to get, but it probably won't happen. Now with Christmas coming. There, we'll leave that. I've got to paint on his head is his ears, so we're going to do those first. Let me get another sponge. Clean this one off here. And I'm going to use for the base, I'm going to use Hauser Medium Green. We're going to try that and see what it looks like. I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be a good green. Okay, let's just do his ears first, and then we'll do his face on here. I can go in here and get some of it off, so I don't fill those cracks in, my lines in of his ear. I thought about painting them and just doing it freehand, but I went, nah, it'd be easier if I just draw them on. Alright, I think that'll be a good green for him. I think it'll work. We'll lighten him up a little bit too. Alright, so I'm going to get a little bit off of there so I don't fill in the marks here. Here I don't care about. Yeah, you can see there. Here we go. Alright. If anybody wants him for like the basket or the birdhouse or anything like that, just shoot me a message. I'm not going to do it unless somebody wants it because it's, it takes a while to do, just to even switch it all over. But if somebody's interested, I mean, I can do it if I know there's an interest. If there's an interest, I'll do it, but otherwise I'm not going to just do it. But I can always make them for those, or the truck, a smaller version. So don't be afraid to ask. But let's say I've got what, 2,600 listings on there right now, and you pay for them every 90 days, I think. Or if they sell, you pay a fee. It's not that I'm not going to be adding more. I just cut out more the other day, more other stuff I got to list. But I need to go through and take some off, I guess, that don't sell, but that I haven't sold. But that's still a lot of work too. I got to pull up reports, find out which one hasn't, and so forth. But that's life. Who was I talking to the other day? Oh, I was adding an app to my website. No, yes, it was an app. Because my website now is a category for bestsellers, it's called. And I choose how far I want it to go back to pull those, and if I want top 20, top 50, whatever it is. if I want it by money or if I want it by the numbers sold. And my website won't do that. I have to get an app to do it. Everything you got to get an app to do. It's sort of pain. Most of them you got to pay for. But anyway, the new theme I'm going to use had a bestseller category too. And I thought, well, that would be sort of nice, along with the new, recently added new arrivals or whatever. So I set that all up, but I had to get some help with it from the guy. And he called me, and he was on my website, and he said, "Do you do this all yourself?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I would not want to be you." I said, "I don't want to be me half the time either." Just that part of it takes forever. Every night when I get done on the computer cutting orders, I go to the other computer, and work on that stuff till, who knows, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it seems like. Then I don't get up till 11, 12 o'clock, so you guys have half your day done, some of you, by the time I'm getting up. And my one other daughter wanted me to take her son to the dentist on, I don't know, Thursday, I think. And normally I would have said, yeah, I'll take him, if she needs somebody to do it. But, because his father didn't want to take him. And I said, you better get a hold of his father. Because it was to the dentist, and that's the last place I was taking my grandkid. I know it's not my favorite place to go, and those shots hurt. I don't care who you are, they hurt. And I wasn't going to go I couldn't do it to a grandkid. I know he needs to go, he does, they all do, but that's not what I mean. I just don't want to be the person doing it. I did that with my kids. That's their duty, not mine. That's their responsibility. I went through it. I remember hating to have to go too. I was be so scared and never liked it. I don't think anybody does. But yeah, you don't need your grandma taking you there. I'm looking for my key. Let's see, where is that? Right there. Got a little bit in this ear. It'll probably dry up. Now you won't see it, but okay. There we go. All right. Get to his hands yet, but we almost got it all base painted. It's pretty good. It didn't take long. Now, I didn't do anything else. Now, when I was live Friday, what did I lose you guys like 3 times? I didn't do anything to the computer. And it's working tonight, no problem. Now, maybe it had some, I can't believe because it shouldn't have been doing that because the power was low on the iPad. I can't see that, even though maybe it did. I don't know. That don't make sense. So usually it's not because of the power. If the power is low, it's just going to go off. And I should have been disconnected or freezing or whatever we have. I had to start over 4 times Friday. It's getting a little frustrating. Now, knock on wood, we haven't had a problem now tonight. Exactly, Kay. Not the dentist. I told her, I said, no, if it was anything else, but not the dentist. I said, get his dad to take him. That's what she ended up doing. He didn't want to, but she's working, so somebody needs to take him. And she said, well, if you don't want to take him away, that's fine, because when I don't have insurance and I switch over to Works and it's not covered, she says, then you can pay the bill. Well, he took him. There, I think that's pretty good. We'll go with that. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna get let's think about what colors I want to use here now. I'm gonna do the face first. We're gonna shade around the face with the dark Hauser green is what I'm gonna use. I'll get that out of here. Get the green done first. All right. Let's see here. And let's start with the face here. Just gonna do some around the hairline here. I'll just make that all dark under there, a little dark, mostly dark, because it's gonna, the bolt will be shading it. Well, that actually is the bolt. I don't even need to paint that. You won't even see that. It's go straight here. Just like that. It is part of the bolt. That really looks dark green on the camera. That up there is, I guess. One day I cleaned my laser too. I finally got that done. She was dirty. It was quite dirty. It needed it. I had yellow on my arm for a few days because it don't come off too good. I wore gloves, but it's still I was full of it. Just gonna do the one side and I'll turn around and do the other side, I think. It'll be easier than flapping them constant. See. I don't want to take my paint off on that side though. His hair is going to sit there too, so I don't know how much of this we'll see, but I think you'll see some of it. Are you painting Christmas stuff yet, Kay? What are you guys all painting? Whoever's on here with me. Quite a few of you tonight. I see. I'm selling a lot of ducks. Ducks are being pretty popular right now. And I'm selling a lot of Halloween stuff, fall stuff. More than, more than the other stuff. Then I also get a lot of orders. So somebody will just be ordering a whole bunch of the different snow globes if they're just starting doing the snow globes or the basket. I'll let that dry first before I mess with that there anymore. Let's see. This way. Let me see how I do this now. Darker around the eyes, I think. But the eyes are bigger. These are just circles where the eyes go, so the eyes are actually bigger than this. I'm doing that backwards too. No, I wasn't. I want to fan that out further though. Or thin it out more. There. Let's see, we're getting it. There. Let me see how big the eyes are on there, how they're apart now. But those are smaller. The eye will go right up to the eyelash there. It's going to be down further. Maybe I'll do it afterwards, I guess. I'll leave that alone, but I'll do it more afterwards if I want it. I wanted to make it a little darker around his eyes. Yeah, I don't think I'll do anything with the nose either. Let's do these hands. I got to fix that up there too. I'm going to bring them up a little bit with the fingers here, so give him little lines there between his fingers if I can. That. Okay. This is the time of year I like to paint. The fall, the winter, the Christmas. This is the stuff I really like. I always have been. I could paint Christmas all year. Christmas and Halloween. Thanksgiving, not really as much. But, it's not bad, but it's the Christmas and the Halloween that I like. These first here. Right, that one's a lot darker. I'll have to fix the other one up. Sort of like that. I figured for the lines that should work. I make this one a little darker down here. Okay. Oops. Fall and Christmas, yeah, I bet I would be. People now, when they start doing shows there, that's what they're looking for, I think, more. From now on, it'll be fall, Christmas. When I did shows too, that was pretty. I didn't do much summer stuff for any of them. I went right into fall, or I didn't do much of the other seasons, to tell you the truth. Most of my shows were later in the year, though. I shouldn't say that. I did do 1 or 2 in July, and I probably had other stuff. I don't even remember now, to tell you the truth. I'm going to fix this here that I don't like. Right here. I have to look back, but I shouldn't say that, because I remember doing lemons and bees and stuff like that, so I did. And his hair is exact. It sits right on where the hairline is. It's weird. I didn't attach it in the file, so it's not that I couldn't make it smaller without doing that, and I was running late getting up here, so I didn't mess with it. So his hair's going to sit right there, so these lines should be good where I got them. Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Let's do that ear, those ears. That Hauser green really shows up on there good. And I'm going to go on the inside, I think. Make it a little lighter though. Bring it out more. Yeah, I think. See how that looks. Husband's out cutting grass, I hear him. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. Okay. That really just added a lot of color into him, that dark green like that. I thought about going around here real light around the outer edges. Like I said, I should have probably painted this before I came live at least once, but see, and I designed it, but I didn't really know what colors I was going to paint it. Hopefully it turns out right. Oops. Over here, I think. No, I'm over here. Leave it like that for the ears. Now let's do a shirt. I'm gonna do a little. Let's see how much of it shows first of all. Where's my pumpkin? Oh, we gotta do the pumpkin too. Yeah, it's gonna sit these. It's gonna be double thickness going into the wood. I just figured it'd be sturdier that way. Seeing he's a little taller, so that's all the shirt we got show. Not even that much, because then his face will sit down under there like that, so you don't have much shirt showing. We're gonna put a little darker purple on the edges at least. Let me find one. This looks good right here. What is it? Diazen purple it's called. Something like that. There wasn't enough of a shirt to show, and I figured to do much as far as any work to it or making them a jacket or anything like that. So side, oops. Let's see here. Actually, you don't have to go that far either. Just can't even see that far. Here. Get his head over here. I know, doesn't it, Debbie? I agree. It adds so much to it. It really does. I mean, you know, you can paint without shading, but when you do the shading, it really adds. It sure does. I agree. It's the funnest part, if you ask me. Okay, now we're going to do that pumpkin. And then we can go to some floating. Except for the nose. We do the nose yet first, too. I'm going to find the nose first. I don't know what I want to do there. Let me look here. I think I'm going to go with this. That one or this. Let me see. I think I'm going to go with this vintage pink. Let's try that. Yeah. See if that's dark enough for what I'm thinking I want. If not, I can use some blush too. Let's get the nose here. I just put that color under there for a base, like I think, we'll see. Not really sure how I want to do this nose. If I'm going to like it like this or not, we'll find out. If I don't, I can always paint it green. Carry that up though. Here, I'm going to break that in. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Oops. Let's see what it looks like on them. Keep it flipped the right way here. Let's see. Or just leave it for now. We'll see. It's gotta wait. It's gonna get more color than that though. It's gonna change some more yet. I'm sort of undecided yet. It's pretty bright on there. It might get a little bit of frosting of green into it too. We'll see. I'm gonna do those bolts right away. Put some black around the edges. Actually, I'm going to use that lamp black. Look at that. That blends so easy, I think, or the soft black. I mean, it just goes, that one or the lamp black, but they both do. I think I like the soft black better, though. They blend in so nice, I think, compared to regular. Alright, did I just get green? Nope. And that gets it my board here. Stay there, yep. Quite a bit. Yep, I do. Too much. Turn that around. She's doing pretty good, Kay. She started a new job this week. No, 2 weeks ago. She's at KT now in Chilton. She's liking it. Though with this 100 and some degree weather where she works, there's no air in the building. She's in like a factory setting. And it was hot. And she said, I know I wouldn't do it, but I'm not a kid either, so I worked my hot jobs though too, like UPS was hot, so I can't say I wouldn't do it. That was hardly bearable either too when it was really hot. It was horrible. She's on a line where I was actually working in it too. But yeah, she's liking it so far. And they pay good. They pay really good. So that's what makes her, that's the best part of it. If they didn't pay good, I doubt she'd be doing it. Okay. See how those look. So yeah, she's doing real good, with that way. Always she's doing really good right now. Okay, now I'm gonna get some lighter green to float on the green first. We're gonna use the light. So on the base we use the medium hauser. We shade with the dark, and now we're gonna float with the light hauser. So I'm gonna use that one blue brush I have, that one Luna. I'm telling you too. I hope his blue eyes look good on there, but I would think they would show up. Alright, let's start with his hands here. We'll see how it looks. Do I have any left on there? I think I do. Yeah, I do. Reminds me of a middle finger there. A little more in there. No, damn, I've taken an awful lot of it off, I think. Let's see. Can I see it? Yeah, I can see it on there. Okay, there's one hand. Too many bugs. Yeah, I'm sure it's not for everyone. Nope. She just looks at the pay. If it's worth her doing it, she'll do it, She says the more I can make, if I gotta work, the more I make when I'm working, that's all. She says that really matters. So, okay, that's what she wants. I guess a lot of us, if it paid really good, you'd do it. She worked in nursing homes with this, so she had that's where she was working prior, like a CNA, and she had all the dirty jobs, really dirty jobs. I couldn't do that one. Forget it. Not that I don't care about those people, but I just couldn't do it. No, never, never, never. Okay, that looks pretty good. That gave him more dimension, made him look more real. So let's take a look at his face here. Work on that. Let's put those there. I'm going to do his ears, I think. In the middle here, I'm going to lighten it up. Just in the middle. I think that's probably all I can be able to do, too. There we go. Oops, I got my way too little out. It's still showing. Just not as much. I couldn't do older people because then they die. I mean, I'd be just heartbroken. Just couldn't do it. She said that is the hard part too. Oops. Try to get that there. A little bit more of an outline there, right here. There, I'll leave it like that. Okay. She just needed to be working, somewhere. Okay, and now we're going to lighten up the majority of this face, I think. here. There, let's see. I might put some darker in there around the eyes, but we'll see how he looks if we want to or not, I guess. All right. Here a little bit. Okay. Get a little darker up there by his hair and just go up a little bit, but not a lot. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see how he looks there. I like a little lighter in spots here. Oops, now I got a lot there. Let's see, I have a lot on that side of the brush. Let's see if I can move it. I would think so. Yep, there it goes. Just quite light there. I'll do it later over here too. We have to fix it. We'll see what it looks like. Can I see that? Yeah, I can see it. That just looks lighter above his eyebrows, which is okay. Let me get lighter down here too. See what he looks like. He's really dark under here. Sometimes I just float out the whole thing just to make it another different shade. Sort of like I'm doing here, a whole middle section of his face. It's not like you're putting a lot of paint on there. It's real thin. Let's see. It looks lighter in person than it does on the screen. Make it over here a little bit. See? Okay, I have another spot I want to get. It really showed up on the hands because with that dark green around right next to the edges there. Something in there I don't like. A lot of that is probably, this is probably going to be covered up too because of the nose. There, I think we're good there. I'm just going to do the whole thing in here. A little bit there. You can see my darker there, but I have a feeling the eyes are going to cover it. Let's do something with that nose and we can put the face together too. See how it looks too. Where's that nose? Right here. I'm going to take, try this on it once. Put it there. Just to probably blend it some. This is that medium house of green. I need to put a little more, I didn't have to get some more on my brush. I give it a green shade over it. Not go too hard. That'd probably be better. Oops. And you can still see the rosies through there somewhat. See what it looks like. It's not too bad actually. I'm gonna leave it. Let me see it here. Yeah, I sort of like that. I'm gonna put a little bit over here. Yeah, I think so. Let me do this yet. Let's see. Whoops, got his face. Let's get that off of there. Got it again. Shouldn't be doing this on top of him. Okay, I should know better than that. Here. Mess up my floating now. I'll let it dry and I'll fix it. the brush with the blue handle? Sure, just a minute, Deb. Yeah, she hates it. She didn't hate it, but I told her to get out of the field because she's one to get sick. This brush is from, I can't think of the lady's name that I used to watch now. It's a Dynasty. It just says 12-200 on it. It was called like a Luna or a Lusa. It's something with an L, was what she called it. And you can use it for doing flower petals really good. Because if you do it right, it'll leave the texture onto the flower petal. Is what a lot of them use it for. But I like it for float light shading too. I switch brushes when I'm shading all the time. What I like better. It just goes in streaks. But this one you can actually wash in between your colors and then use it immediately. You don't have to get it dry for dry brushing like you do a regular brush. You can use it right away. Which is sort of nice. It is nice. I could find out more if you want to. Some of you ordered them when I ordered them because I told you guys about them. This seems dark right here yet. So some of you might have it. I thought you ordered some brushes that time, Debbie. Didn't you? I'm going to leave that for a second. I thought you had ordered them too when I did. I would do the pumpkin yet too. I forgot about that. The brown I'm probably just going to let be brown. To get my hand out of it. Yes, that was her, at least, Linda. Debbie. That was Linda. Yep. What was the name of her group? I can't even remember. I haven't been over there in forever. Linda, I can't think of it either. If you think of it, put it on there and send it to me. If you know what. I gotta get back over there and see what she's up to. She does some neat stuff too. But I haven't watched too many. Once my page changed, or I lost that. I think that was before I lost my. I got hacked that time there. I'm going to leave it like that. He's got nice rosy cheeks. That I was watching her, and then I lost a lot. I really did. Okay, now, I'm going to put that nose, well, I'm going to get the eyes on there first. Let me get, I'm going to get that glue that doesn't dry so fast. Where is it here? Let me find it. Might barely. I may have to open it. We haven't used it in so long. Let's see if the glue comes out. Let's get these eyeballs and see how they're going to look on here anyway. First of all, Linda paints. Yeah, that's it. That's not that hard, is it? Yeah, that's the right one. How's that blue look? Is it going to look okay? Tell me. You guys tell me if it looks okay or not. I got to wait to get my arms out of the way to see it in the screen with the leg. So go like that. Whoops. Here. How do we look? They're quite bright. They show up, that's for sure, that blue. Really see them on there. They don't look all that bad. They look okay, I think. I think so. What do you guys think? I think they look all right. They're really bright. Sort of light, nice. I think I'm going to leave them. This will go right up tight to them. I'm going to try to hold it together and do it right like that to put them on. If my glue comes out. Yep, it is going to. Okay. Take a drop of that off. Yes, I got to get over there. She's fun to watch. I mean, she's not, she's fun. I got some glue. This glue will dry clear, which is why I like it too. I'm going to get a Q-tip and get up what I got off there with my finger. Here. I sort of like the eyes, I guess. There we go. Thanks. You like the eyes? Good. Thanks, Colleen. Whoops. He's got to go higher, though. It's not covering. Right there it goes. Yep. I use that metallic blue on there from Deco on the eyes. I was just going to make them one big circle and let you guys paint them, but I went, it's so much easier when I do it this way. Even for me it is. I get glue on. I'm going to have it all over my hands. Put this back together here. There we go. Whoops, right there, I think. There. Let's turn this. Let's see if I got it where it belongs. That looks like it. Down a little. Cover his eyelash up here. You gotta cover a little bit of it so you don't have a space there. Just like, oh, nope, that's gonna go that way a little. That looks wrong here. Somehow it's gonna turn a little bit. There we go. It should be like that. Yep. Here, that looks pretty good. I might put a little dark green around that nose too. And bring the pink in a little bit and bring the dark green. I'm thinking. I don't know what I want to do with it for sure here. I'm going to try it. Paint right here. I got pink underneath, so it might be enough anyway if it's pink I was thinking about. Might just leave it like this. We'll see. A bit more. I need more paint, water. Let me see. I think that'll be a little better. I'm thinking anyway. We'll see. I did see some though with a pink nose. If you search on Pinterest or something, you might see some. They were cute. I thought they were cute with a pink nose. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah, like that, I guess. I'm going to go like that for now. We're just going to put it on and be done with it. See how it works. Goes up, basically up to the eyes there. Just like that. So we'll leave it like that. See the line here though. Let me see. Oops, I'm going to let it dry before I mess with it. Okay. Let's put his hair on too. That I'm just going to leave black. I don't know if I'm going to highlight it or shade on it or not. I might just leave it solid black so it's nice and dark. Okay, he has to have his hair. Yeah, so the green worked pretty good up there. I didn't put any green around the eyes though, but I'm going to let this all dry before I think, oh, this one's probably dry. Let me see. I actually get a smaller one here. At least on the inside of the eye, I want to do it. A little bit of the dark green here. See right through here. See what that looks like? Yeah, bring that in. A little bit over here. Just got these eyelashes on the other side, so we don't want to do that. I'm going to get it so it doesn't stick up there too here. There and here. There, I might do a little bit on the bottom corners, so here, I think. Right through here. That, I guess. That should do. That'll dry there. I'm still not really happy with his nose. I'm going to go back with a little light green in there. With a brush here. I can see a line there I'm not liking. I don't know if this is what I want, but move it around with my finger. Clean finger, I hope. Wasn't. Let me see that. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, so the brown I'm going to leave alone. We can put his, well, we won't put his boots on until we get the pumpkin. So we got it centered. Let's do that pumpkin here. Alright. I've got some brown right there. I see I gotta cover it. Some orange. Or black that's showing through there. Make sure that's gonna work first. I'm gonna find some colors to shade with. Let's see. Get some of my dark oranges in with my orange and some in with my browns. Let's see. This is a bit sort of brighter. I don't know if that'll work. We'll find out. Yeah, let me see what's over here. Burnt sienna. That would be a good one, I think. Burnt sienna and let's see. Oh, I'll find out. All right, let's take some burnt sienna first here. I might do. I gotta get one that's open. This one's closed yet. I might do the whole thing in it. I'm undecided. His face is looking pretty cute. This one's new too. His face is looking pretty cute, I think. Here's one. I know I got one open. Okay, so this will be burnt sienna. See how that looks on that dark orange first. This brush. Okay. Yeah, probably be good. See how that's coming out there. Water. Let's see. Okay, let's let that be for a little bit. And then I'm gonna sit down here. I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this pumpkin with the same color. Shade it the same. We'll see how it looks. It should be. I think it'll be alright. Yeah. So if I'm painting your own thing for once, for a change. Been a while. I can't remember what I designed last, but I know it's been a long time since I've taken the time. Every once in a while I need a change in what I'm doing. I'm sure like everybody. I was just thinking I need to take a day off and do some stuff around my house that isn't getting done for a long time. Just stuff put away that's been out, that doesn't need to be out, and cleaned up. Like we got that dog kennel in the living room, and it don't need to be in there anymore because the dog hasn't gone in it in a long time. She doesn't go in it anymore. So it needs to get taken down and put away and vacuumed. And I bought some new living room curtains a while back, and they got magnets in them, but so that they stay shut. You know, those panels are never wide enough. You got to get 3-4 panels on each side to fill it. It's a big window. And this one is like a total darkness one, and it has magnets that hold them together so they stay closed, right? Well, they only put them on one side of the stupid blind. You know, like you're only going to have one shade there. That you're only going to need the magnet on the one side, not on the other. So in the middle, yeah, they magnet together, but the other side, the ones in between don't. So my husband got me some metal that'll work, that acts like a magnet, and he cut it up for me, and now I've got to take them down, and I'm just going to hot glue it probably, you know, or sew it in, one or the other. Haven't decided. The dog wrecks them after so long anyway, that because they're always in them, that I replace them enough. So I don't know. I may just open them up and hot glue it in there too. We'll see how it works. I don't think you'll ever know it'll be on the outside, you know, on the inside. I'll have to see. I already shortened them because they were above the vent, and where there's a vent underneath that front window where these are, and that's where your air comes out. So it would be nice and cold in the front. It's a bow window. It'd be nice and cold in there, and because all the air conditioning's staying in there. So I wanted them shorter so it doesn't all go up into the curtain and stay there, if you know what I mean. There, that should work, I think. Now let's lighten them up a little bit. And I think we'll do the middle one first. I'm going to use, was this what I was going to use? No, that was to Georgia clay. I think will be too, let's see what it looks like here. That was my burnt sienna there. I think Georgia clay, let's see. Oh, no, it's going to be too dark. I'm going to use, let's see. Use Spiced Pumpkin for that middle one. So let's just get some regular bright orange. And that should lighten it up. Just because it goes on, so we'll see what it looks like. And I'm going to clean up this brush we used for green. And we'll do it with orange. Okay, get it out of it. I should have had it in the water right away. That wasn't smart. Okay, get another towel or two. Get you some eyes too, with some white dots in there. And you just sort of dry it with your towel before you put in the paint again. It dries pretty good, really fast. I'll get some orange. Take that off. This is what we use on the back. We use just regular, we use regular orange on the back, I think, don't I? Oh, yes, we use spiced pumpkin back here, and then we used burnt spice. Where is it? What did I use now? Burnt orange, and then we used burnt orange for this one, and then the shading was burnt sienna. That's what it was. I'm going to try it in here for this one. So I think that one will need it lighter. Just sort of go down the one side over here. I'm thinking this side more. Sort of see it on there, I guess. Oops, out of my way. Put it down here. I'm gonna do try something, I think. Can we see that that's lighter? Let's see, can you see it? I'm gonna wait for it to catch up. I think we can. Glitter on there from something I see. I can see it. It's not a lot lighter, but I'm going to make a line there just to make it, I don't know, I might go a little lighter yet. I was thinking, well, let me try this. I got another color here for the bottom. I was going to use on the lower one, which is called Fresh Mango. Here it is. It's a brand new one. I haven't even opened it yet. And I'm going to just try a little bit on that layer too, and that's what I was going to use in the bottom layer. See what it does. sort of want to make it look like there's light on this side of the pumpkin, that's where it's hitting. I suppose sort of on the wrong side, but and then sort of like the candy cane, how we make it look like it like it sparkles, or what's the word I'm looking for? Glistens, or the line going down it. It's sort of what I'm going to try over here, I think. But I don't, not as intense as that. That's much better, I think, for shading. It is much better. I like that color on there. That was fresh mango. Because it really shows up on there. It makes, I think that's what I want to do. I don't know if this is going to work. I have no idea. It's just an idea I have. Or you just really make one spot like this. I might do that really bright, more solid, and that makes it look, that's sort of takes your focal point, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. Makes it more of a, instead of doing a line, that's really like a glisten, you know, like a real shiny area. Okay, let's leave that. I'm gonna do let's see. Take some of this burnt sienna, I think it was. Let's see if that'll lighten this up a little bit in here. I got quite a bit on there too. What does that look like? Okay. I might put some white in there or something lighter yet. I don't like that right there. I really want white tan. It's a light brown. Here's the honey color. Cocoa. A little bit of cocoa. Same brush too. Okay, let me wipe it out. I'll leave it like that. That'll be okay. Now let's do this little other pumpkin. I'm going to just go with the mango on that one. Rub that out of there. Okay. Let's go here. I think helps it sticking to me. Oops. Oops. There, that makes it sort of more dimensional. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that'll work for me. That'll work good. I'm okay with that. Let's go here. I'm not going to put glue way up here because that goes onto his face. On this piece. This piece is longer on the stem than the bottom one. There, I think we're good. I'm going to make sure I'm going to wipe this with a Q-tip a little bit. I don't want it coming out of the eyes, even though it's drying already. Even though it don't show up, but I got paint. Anybody else as messy as I am painting? I stick my hands in it. Just stuck it in the green over there. All right. So this you want even, not with the bottom, but with this line there, where it's cut out. So it sits above your stand. So it sits above the base. You want it even with the bottom, where that line is, where that crack is. The first crack here is. And I want this over a little further that way. Make sure my stem stays even there. Just like that. Oops, whatever that is. Like that is how you want it. Let me see there. Make sure it stays even at the top. Right there. Yeah, you don't want it going down to the bottom where it'll be in the way for the base. It gets you too, Cam? Get me, I'm such a mess when I paint. That's why I wear these grubby clothes painting all the time. Because I'm such a mess. I really am. I'm going to make this a little bit lighter in here too. Just so it fades into it a little bit better. Just put a little bit in here. See how that looks. I think that'll be better. Because it's a big difference in color on this guy, but get in there a little bit more there. How's that look? Let's see. It's got to catch up again. I think I'm going to leave it. We'll leave it like that. I think it'll blend it a little bit better. Okay, so that's done. Let's do those dots on his eyes. And then we'll put it, I think we're ready to put them together. The rest of them. I think he's done. That didn't seem to take all that long, to tell you the truth. I'm going to get a dauber here for dots. We'll have to get some white out. I gotta find my dauber first. Where'd it go? I thought I saw it. Yep, there it is. I knew I saw it when I came up. It was sitting here. I probably do a few lines. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot. You too, Kay? Good. I always feel like such a slob when I come on here because I wear my dirty painted clothes, but I figure why waste more? Why most of my clothes are all full of paint the way it is. Why wreck more? I've got enough of them wrecked. So it's like I always wear my grubby clothes up here when I go live, but why get more of them trashed? Most of them I hardly have any good ones, it seems like. I buy new clothes all the time, but you know what? I wear them and I don't know, I get food on them or I get something on them, it seems like. Let's grab some white here. One way or the other, I managed to wreck them, it seems like. Either paint or something. So I'm going to do a big one right up here on this side, over here. That should work. And then this one will be closer to the edge here, then more towards this way. Right there. Now, I think, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to put some little ones. I go like this. Try this. I don't know if it's going to work. Here. I don't want them to start to connect them. I don't know if I like it. I guess it ain't the worst. I'm undecided if I like it or not. I guess it's okay. I'm going to try the other one with just 2 dots and see which one I like better. This one I'm going to go over here more. Let's see. Here and here. I could make them, and I don't want to make them closer. I want to make them spread apart, I guess. What way do you like better? Connected or separate? You guys tell me. What should I do? Just means I'm a messy painter. Yeah. I think this, do you guys think the connected looks more finished? You heard Etsy. I think the connected almost looks more finished, don't it? I think those might be a little farther apart too. I think I gotta move that bottom one up a little bit. I'm sort of thinking, you think connected too, Debbie? Yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking. Now that I stand back and look at them, at first I'm thinking, I don't know if I like them connected, but now I do like it better than separate now. Because, like I said, it looks more connected and complete. I don't know why, but it does. I took more black off there than anything. Let me get some black. Trying to get that white off to dry quick. Alright. Let's get that in there too. I had left a little bit more room. Oh, I don't want to get this on my, I better not use this. I had left more room on my, on here, on the eye, and I ended up taking it off so that you could put some white at the bottom. But, you could paint it on there if you, yeah, with the metallic it'd probably be hard. But you could paint a white strip on underneath there too if you wanted to put the white aside too. I thought about it, but then when I cut it, it was so small. I went, nah, I'm going to take that out. So I just made it one big piece. But you could still take and you could float some white on there if you wanted. I'm not going to with this magnetic. I'm going to dry that. I'm going to leave it all blue. Go with this metallic paint. I think so too, Hunky. Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to not do it with this one, but if I made another one and I didn't paint it metallic like that, I'd probably sort of try to, I'd probably, what am I trying to say? I would put some white down there. That's what I'm trying to say. I even lost what I was trying to say. Just sort of draw a line between them. I'll leave it like that. There. All right. Now we'll put them together. And then maybe I'll put a few white lines on it. I think that'll be it. It'd be cute splattered too, but I'm not going to splatter them. I like stuff splattered a lot, but I don't think I will. I'll wait to do the base. We can put that together. Yeah, I do need this yet. So let's get this guy down here. Oops, here. This is the other hand. Oh, it's on here. Good. Okay. So with the pumpkin here, this piece and the bottom part that sticks out here need to be aligned together when you glue it. We're going to put this. Did I glue that? Yeah, I did, but it moved on me too if I did glue it. Moved on me big time. Thank goodness I can move it yet. Let's see. That's good. Okay, now I got it back. Thank goodness I can move that. So I'm going to put some glue on here. It all sticks to them, so I got glue, put glue on the whole thing. And on that little runner down there. I'm going to put it in here. That'll go into the base. Whoops. I made it double thick just thinking it'd make it sturdier. Just in case you got top heavy. But because he is bigger than a lot of things that we do. I like bigger. I don't know. That's just me. I had him a lot bigger than this actually when I sized him down already. He was about 16 inches tall. Which was pretty big. Oops. Okay. There. Look at that. So you just got to make sure this is lined up correctly, and then the pumpkin will be in the right spot. I had to change this because first time I cut it, I had made it so it sat down here like this. And I should have painted down in those holes. I may do that right now. I got to put brown down there, you guys, right underneath here. Just seen it. What brown did I use? I used brown right here. Let me get that. Forgot about that. Oops, way too much. Oh well. I'm going to put it right in here. Just get some in there. It should be good. Let me try it here. I'll tell you in a minute what I was trying to do. A little lower too here. Let's see. Okay. Oops. See if I got enough glue now. We'll see if it glues. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So when I did it the original time and I cut it, I moved that a little bit too. It slid over again. Is that good? Yeah, okay. And I put this bar, you weld it on is what it's called. But anyway, I put this bar on the bottom of the pumpkin on the bottom of Frankenstein here. And after I cut it out, I put it together on my table. And you could see none of the leg over here. It was over too far this way. So then I had to change it and move this bar over the other way farther. So you'd have the same amount equal on each side. It's funny how that stuff you find out later on when you've all done cutting, you go to put it together. Where does this go here? Let's see. Then you finally figure it out. I got to put some little more brown at the bottom of this. It looks like, if I got the right ones here, let me see. For some reason, it looks like that point should be at the bottom. I think so. Yeah, I got them upside down. Go there. Yep, that's right. And there, we'll probably do some floating on these shoes yet too, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to do them once we get them on. Here. Oops. The site's been busy today. I can see that it's been dinging all day long, which is good. Okay. Oops. Oops. Get over. This looks pretty good, I guess. You like larger also? I'd rather paint larger than small, and I hate all those little pieces. They're too small. Somebody asked me to, about doing, I did that arch and I did it in the small, which is smaller than the large. It's like 8 inches tall. But somebody asked about the mini one and I said, no, those pieces will be so hard to keep track of. It's only 3 inches tall. I ain't going to do it. I thought, nope, that's too hard. It's too little. I will be constantly looking at missing pieces. I know it already. I'm almost out of wipes here. Let me get this one out. Don't want to come out of there very good. I know I'll be losing pieces constant. There we go. Over this way a little bit. There. This glue is sort of nice because you can move it. Get them over there. And there. Okay. I'm going to float on those shoes right away with some whites, I think. Or I'm not float. I'm going to dry brush. Do some dry brushing on there. Just to give them some texture or whatever. Just to lighten them up. Okay. Well, good luck at your show tomorrow, okay? I hope you guys do well. I'm sure you will. I think that should do. Come on, a little bit further, I guess. Okay. That'll do up here a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to put my lines on there, I think, right away. Before we put the hands on. Let me get paper toweling back. Let me get a liner. Use this small one. See how that works. I should probably have a longer one and hold more paint. Alright, on this size. Let's go with this one. I can put a little bit of water into my paint here, my white, so that it thins up for this. I always put water in it when you go to do lines. I keep looking. I seen somebody the other day was using a marker. I'm like, I should use a marker again because the marker is really easy. Do any of you use the markers for your lines? I have learned, though, if I go slow and don't talk, I do pretty good. I can do fairly good, put it that way. Fairly. But you guys know I end up erasing a lot of them, too. Let's see, let's go here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you do. It makes it all worthwhile. That was a little thicker than I wanted there. I'm going to take that one off real quick. Where's my white? I don't like that one. Maybe I don't want that there. I shouldn't get off your. I gotta get off my floating there. So I'll take it off. There. Okay, we'll stay away from that side right now. I'm gonna go a little lighter. Like that. Didn't want a wavy tail there. Shoot. Maybe I'll just do a couple lines here and one more up here. Like that. Oops, keep your arm out of there. And I guess. Okay. Yeah. Like that one either. Some paint. Okay. There, that's how we're doing. I'm going to fix this one up just a drop here. I didn't make a mess out of the other ones. I'm going to get my dauber right away and put some dots. Let's do them down here. 1, 2, 3. We'll go wait, we'll look across. I want to put them up here on this one. This one will go down. We'll go up. Okay. There, that'll work there. I don't think I'm going to put any on the shirt or the ears. We'll leave that alone. Let's work on this. Let's get that head on there. Too much there. Okay. I'm going to turn him around so his head's by me. Let's see what I'm doing. Almost got him done. Okay. Oops. There. There, I think. That there. Oops. Ooh, yep. Let's get those hands on there too. We'll let that sit there a minute. Do the hands first. This one goes over here. The one with the fatter finger, it goes on the bottom. Like that. It's going to go. So I got to glue the bottom half of them really. Down here, we just need glue. Okay. Just go in a little bit over the lines because it is set inside of it. It's sort of like an offset, so it's smaller than these guys are. So I can go over it over a little bit. Like that. I should do a line on them too. Across the top. I know marker is easier, but I don't think it looks as good either. It's not as bright. You're right. It's not. That's what I found out too. But it sure is easy. I'm scared there. I'm trying to keep my hand off of there. There. It isn't. I found one that was brighter than a lot of other ones, but I don't remember which one it was. I haven't used them in so long now again. I go in streaks. There. Get out of there. I haven't used my markers in quite a while. I got enough markers too, but here we go. Let's go. Just give them 2 on the hands, I guess. Make it a little different. Okay. And we got to put his bolts on. And then we can put a few more lines. I think we'll be done. Thanks, Colleen. I thought he looked, I was hoping he would turn out cute. I really was. You know, it's sort of hard to paint. Painting makes a big difference on everything, of course. I was hoping he would turn out cute. I wasn't sure about the eyelashes, so I did them both ways. This goes on the other side. Whoops, it's going to go back. There. Right there, I think. See, still, I'm going to move it. Let's see. This one's going to go up a little bit there. This one. Right there, I think. A little bit. I'm not going to try to move it for a minute here. Some more white paint going here though for lines. I'll do his nose probably. Where's my liner? Right here. All right. Let's try this nose. Not too much here. I think I like it better green than I did the pink. I wasn't brave enough to keep it pink. But I've seen them with pink noses and they are cute. I can see that. Okay, give them 3. I want to go on the top of the head. I don't know if I want to do much in the face or not. Oops, I like that come up a little bit thinner. There we go, maybe like that. Should more paint on that last one. I'm going to try to fix it a little bit. Oops, here, go here. And I'm going to have, I think it'll be okay. It's a little thicker, but I think it'll be okay. And the other one, I think it'll be fine. Getting too close to my edge, but that's okay. But that's good. Okay, let's see if I can thin that one up a little bit. Oops, let me get the paint out of there. Oops. Thinner in here if I can. Move it over. Sure. Yeah, I can put a little bit more on there when I'm done here. Dries a little bit. I know where I'm going to put a few. I decided how big I want them in here. Maybe a piece of hair on the end of the brush. It's leaving little fuzzies or something. I gotta look. Leaving little trails there. And that takes that black. That black don't see on very well. I didn't see that. So maybe there's a piece of hair coming out of it. Something. But yeah, that black don't take much to wipe off. There. Leave that alone. Let's try it again. I'm going to do this side. I think I'm only going to go down one side of them. I think this side, I'll do the other side. I'll do this side. Yeah, I'm just going to do that middle one. See how that looks. Let me dry that. Well, this guy isn't licensed. This is they did the movie, the one that's licensed is not this one. Well, this is my guy. There's nobody else. It's a green guy, but it's not the green guy. As far as he goes, Frankenstein goes, it's not the one that's licensed or copyright. I guess is what I was trying to say. I think he almost needs some on the bottom of his face, a little bit on his face. I think he does to match the rest of him until he drew. I wasn't going to. Just a couple little marks here. Like that, I think it's going to do. I think so, just like that. And I'm going to put a couple dots. I'm going across the top of the head, probably. And those will be about it, I think. Let's see, let's do those first. Let's do this one. I'd have to here. You should, oops, wreck those guys. You shouldn't see this guy anywhere like this because I designed him with these eyes and the nose and sitting here like this. So you shouldn't see one like it. Take one speckle off of there. Come on. Here it goes. All right. But, you know, look how many people have gingerbreads or, you know, all that stuff. Everybody's going to create their own. They're just going to be a little different than everybody else's. Here. I think in a year or two, if this guy does come out, the one that they did copyright Universal will be in the, I'm going to put a little bit on the, I am going to put some on the shirt on each side there, just a drop. He'll be out of copyright too. Yeah. Go here, like that, and then on this side. He should be dry. There, just like that. I think I'm done. Anything I forget? I don't think so. I'm gonna get this. We're gonna put a stand together next, then, which shouldn't be hard at all. I'm gonna use super glue though. Brush this over here. I'm gonna get rid of this paint so it's out of my way. I don't end up with it on me. I'm gonna get, where's my glue? Put the pin back in it. There we go. I'll get that in the water. Pick my brushes up here and put them away. So I get the right ones, so I take the right ones down. Okay, that should be it. Yep, okay. Put all this paint away when we're done here. Okay, this will go. Alright, let's do the base or the stand. Made it fairly big, just to make it sturdy. What we're going to do, let me get this out of here. We're going to put this one on it first of all, make sure it's going to work. It should be good and dry like that. Let's pray that it works. And I sort of have it a little bit where there's more on this side, then that goes to the front. Because the pumpkin sticks out farther too. Let's hope it fits. I hope so. Let me stand it up. Might be easier. Okay, remember that glue, when you put more glue in it, it does sort of swell. Because I did have it in it before I came up here. I may have to sand it a little, or it's going to be really tight. If I can get it through it, oh, there we go. If I can get it through it, let's see if I can get this side up to it. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. There. Now I got it. It's not going to come out of the stand. Put it that way. Now I'm just going to put some super glue on the bottom here and put the two together. Let me see if it goes up any farther here. Yeah, it does. I can do it with the stand too. So I'm going to just put glue on here. Here you go. Stuff that dries right away. And put this guy on there. See if I can get it in that. That one isn't sticking through it all that much. It might once I press down on it. So make sure I get it together here. Oops, now it moved on me. I think I need to make that piece longer so it goes into that bottom one more is what I'm going to do. It'll be a lot easier to put together. There, I can feel it, I think. Nope, that wasn't it. That right there is where I want it. I'm going to hold it there for a second. Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, Kay. Yeah, he turned out pretty cute, I think. I agree. Makes it all the time worthwhile. I just got to stain them up and I take some pictures and list them. I forgot to take pictures of them before I paint it though. So he'll just be up on there with there won't be any non-painted ones yet. Okay, let's see if it's stuck. Yeah, it looks like it. Now I think it's up there all the way. It's hitting the bottom of my pumpkin. So there he is there. I'm going to aim you guys up here in 2 seconds. I'll show you the one I didn't do here. I did two of these guys. This is the first one. Right here. Right there. And I did them with, if you weren't here, I did them without eyelashes. And as I was sitting there, as it was cutting, I went, oh shoot, I was going to put eyelashes on it. I don't know if I want them, but then I thought I'm going to just do another one with eyelashes. I'm going to put my paint away as I'm dabbing here. So I went and recut it with eyelashes. And I was still unsure what one I liked. So I brought it up and asked you guys what they thought. And they said the eyelashes. So that's the one I went with. And I paint away right away. Oops, I'm out of here too. I got to go mess with the TV down there. Okay, I'll aim you guys up. So that's what he looked like before and after. Big difference, huh? I see I'm sticking there a little bit. Okay, I'm going to aim you guys up. I should have brought that camera down lower. Here he is. He's pretty good size. The camera is aimed so far over this way. There, I come over too. There he is. So he's like 3 layers in the bottom. So he should be good and sturdy on there. It turned out pretty cute. I'll get him a little closer for you guys. He did turn out cute. I agree. So there he is. And then from last Friday, if you missed it in the beginning, here's our birdhouse one we painted. He'd be cute sitting on the bottom of the birdhouse though, would he not? I may have to do it. He'd be real easy for the birdhouse. I would just have to make him so he'd come up so far and then he could sit down lower to sit at the bottom. But there's a ledge here though, so he couldn't really, he can only go down to here. You'd have to sit like right up here on there, but he'd be cute on there, really cute. This size would probably be, looks good on there, but it'd be too big. So yeah, I'll have to do that. Maybe I'll do that too. Oops, so those were our last 2 Friday projects. I just lost my screen. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I like him. I think he turned out cute. Turned out cute. You never know till you paint him, though. I'm always worried because you don't know how it's going to turn out. Can't see him looking yet. He's so dirty. Or my shirt's so dirty. There he is. All right. I got this camera angled way over this way too far. Sort of matches the wreath, huh? See, you could always take these guys and put them in a wreath, too. You could put those little wire holders on there and attach them in the middle of a wreath. He'd be really cute in there, too, wouldn't he? You know, he's a lot darker green than that guy, but yeah, you could easily put the little hooks on here. There's little wire hooks with, say you can put a, where are they? I've got it right here. You put a Chanel stem through. And they just, they're for wires in your house. Is where you find them at, like Menards. Oh, my beads are there. I got a ton of them. They're in the bottom of this container here. Right here. These little thingies. And you put the Chanel stem through the sides there. And you take the plastic off, or the tape off the back. Stick it on. I always put a little extra glue on there. And put them on there. And then you run your Chanel stems through there, or your wire, to tie it on. It works really easy. It works real good that way. Real easy. I gotta use these beads one day too. All right, I'm out of here. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Good luck tomorrow, okay? The rest of you, enjoy your time off if you're off. And we'll see you next week. If you got any questions, shoot me a message. I'm always around. It's just sometimes I don't check them all. I mean, it may be a while before I get back to you, but I usually check them at least twice a day. So at least on Etsy. So message me through Etsy if you can. All right, I'll get this guy listed as soon as I can. I'll go get him sealed and get him pictures taken. So you guys have a fantastic weekend. I got some new stuff coming up that I'll be posting too, so that I cut last night. All right, I'll see you guys. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun. We'll see you next week. Good night now. And you know what? I didn't get cut off tonight. Amazing. Really amazing that I didn't get dyed. First time for everything in a long time. Good night, guys.